se pone.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone! So we are about to start. My name is Vincent Pendergrass, and as you see my shirt, I'm a member from New York Communities for Change. And my co-host is, where did she go? Alice left me standing. She's also from New York Communities for Change. Are we ready to sock in the city? Are we ready to expose city? Are we tired of promises?
Yes.
And no action?
Yes.
So tonight we are here for action! Citi is the second largest fossil fuel financer in the world. That deserve a boo! We are here today because Citi's most important shareholders meeting will be held tomorrow, and we are here to make noise! A lot of noise! To disrupt the headquarters! We're here to give them just a tiny taste of chaos and disruption and distraction that the climate crisis will be bringing on us. Citi has poured $333 billion into fossil fuels since 2016, and that is a shame. Shame! Not into education, not into housing, not into healthcare, not into good jobs, but into fossil fuel.
Shame.
And we are saying that's a shame.
Shame.
Citi is the top U.S. funder of coal. So many people can tell you how their family members die working in the coal mines. The agony that they've been through before they left this earth, and that is shameful.
Shame.
Citi is a major funder of fossil fuel in Africa and the Amazon. So let me ask you something. Why the hell they keep picking on Africa? Why do these rich people keep picking on Africa?
Let's talk about it.
Human being lives in Africa. Children lives in Africa. Why do they always put their sights on Africa? Tonight, we have some wonderful speakers who are going to be speaking they're going to be speaking truth to power. They're going to be educating some of us who don't even know why we are here this evening. We have a very young, dynamic speaker right here in New York. I like to call him my nephew or my little brother, the handsome Juanza Williams, director and organizer of Vocal New York. Make some noise.
Thank you, Winsome. So again, my name is Juanza James Williams. I use he, him pronouns. I'm director of organizing at Vocal New York. We have some Vocal New York leaders who are here with us today. But first I want to say, today I'm a New Yorker, but I'm born and raised also on the Gulf Coast of the United States. I'm from a small city called Beaumont, Texas. And you'll recall the climate catastrophes of 2005. Shortly after Hurricane Katrina, where we saw white supremacist violence, climate catastrophe meet. And we saw hundreds and hundreds of people devastated, and thousands more displaced. But what you probably didn't see was there was another hurricane, Hurricane Rita, very shortly after Hurricane Katrina, that displaced people like me. So I know what it's like to be a climate refugee in my own home state. So I've begun to realize over these last years that capitalism, this system of exploitation, of domination, it needs validation. And that validation we find through the dehumanization of people. So ideologies, frameworks of reality based in a diluted sense of reality, like white supremacy, are necessary for capitalism to continue to function. And white supremacy produces a culture of violence, a culture that leads to the death of people. So when we think about the future that we're trying to build, about what we're up against, we are up against unimaginable consequence. We truly face existential crisis. We need the big banks to stop funding fossil fuels. But we're not asking. We can no longer ask these neoliberal capitalist corporations to do what we need them to do. We've got to build mass movement. We've got to build mass movement organizations. We've got to build a united front that understands the intimate connections between capitalism, white supremacy, the climate catastrophe, and unimaginable devastation across our planet. So in the name of every person in this space, of every person in this city, in this state, in this country, in this hemisphere, across our planet, we say to Citibank, today you need to reverse your actions and use what resources you've exploited from us to reverse the harm that you are causing so many people. The billionaires cannot save us. They have to be destroyed. They have to be eliminated from our society. And that looks like taxing them out of existence. It looks like regulation to make sure that our people, that our environments are protected. It means building a loving, caring infrastructure, a Green New Deal to end homelessness, a Green New Deal to end racism, a Green New Deal to transform our society. Because what we need right now is transformation. So in the name of all people, and all things that are good, continue your work.
Thank you. Isn't he great? Always on the ball, fire, ready to speak, true to power. Our next speaker coming up is Shia from Extension Rebellion, New York City. Oh, that's you?
Hello. How are you all? Spring is kind of a sentimental time for me. It was the time of spring rebellion. Exactly 1 year ago I was here. But I was not outside, I was inside. There were 20 of us inside. But now they will not let me get inside. 50, you will see whenever we show up, these poor Citibank employees have to start showing their IDs from 20 feet outside the door. They stop them in the rain to show their IDs. I feel bad for them. I wish I was inside. But I keep coming back. For the last 1 year.
Raise the mic. Yeah. Like right in your face.
Can you hear me? Okay. So as I said, 1 year ago I was inside, now I'm outside and I keep coming back. I will keep coming back till they change their ways. And over the last year, I have met a number of those people who are inside. They've come and spoken to us. Hey, why do you keep doing this? Why do you keep disrupting us? We are the good guys. We have these LEED certified buildings. We invest in renewables. We are the good people. We are a force for change. It doesn't matter if you are in a LEED certified building. It doesn't matter if you are investing in renewables, if at the same time you are investing in new fossil fuels. Because all that physics cares about is the amount of greenhouse gases in the air. And if you keep investing in fossil fuels, you keep putting up greenhouse gases in the air. You keep heating up the planet. So, Valerie Smith told me, but energy use is going up in the world. We have to keep investing in energy. That is a bizarre way of thinking, that we have to keep using up more and more and more energy. Valerie Smith, their chief greenwashing officer, keeps thinking that we have to keep using more and more and more energy. That is absurd. And I know it's absurd in my heart because I grew up in India. I've lived exactly half my life in India and half my life here. I grew up using much less energy, so I know it can be done. And there are people all over the world that live using much less energy. It astonished me when I found out that the average American fridge uses more energy than the average African human uses in all aspects of his life. It doesn't mean that the average African has to continue to use just that bit of energy. They need more energy to improve their lives. What we need to do is to reduce the energy consumption here. And we need to reduce the energy consumption overall in the world. We need a more just world where people have the energy that they really need to live their lives. And we do not need a world of SUVs and private planes and transatlantic vacations. But the people in Citibank cannot imagine that world. Jane Fraser cannot imagine that world. So we will keep coming back again and again till they can imagine that world.
Thank you, Shaya. This is, as I said tonight, we are going to be having speakers speaking truth to power. And I want when they make good points for us to really let our voices be heard, okay? So make some noise! Couple minutes of music and then we're back with more speakers. Take it away, boys. Dance, people, dance!
Porque es peligroso quererse a la mala. La botella, echar mucha bala y bajo la luna cantar en chapala. allá en la cañada. Las chulas de cara, así son las hembras de Guadalajara. Jalisco no se raje.
They want us to dance.
Me sale del alma tu calor, abrir cobarde tu pachara, este grito, Jalisco es Jalisco. Estoy tan enamorado de mi negra preciosa, que cuando se va de casa, triste me pongo. Ay, 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 esa negra linda, que me tiene loco, que me pone poquito a poco. Esa negra linda, que me tiene loco, que me come poquito a poco.
No, no. This is not a professional video.
Yes, okay.
This
He's
is
a mic. He's got such a beautiful voice. She was holding the mic earlier. What a beautiful voice. He's a mic. Yeah.
¡Qué bonita!
He won, I don't know. You know, I gotta figure it out first.
Well, we need the Amazon to before it's gone.
sports going. Bank lives matter. Bank lives matter. Don't pave the way. There on the side of oxygen. Sea fans go, so go fans of the sea. I say to thee.
Bella, and I'm an organizer with Reclaim Our Tomorrow. An NYC-based direct action climate group focused on combating fossil fuels and pursuing the just transition. Today, we're all here outside of Citibank on the eve of their annual AGM meeting to let them know that we're fed up with them continuing to fund fossil fuels. We're fed up! And to show them just some of the climate chaos that will be caused by their continued support of the fossil fuel industry. They are the second largest financier of fossil fuels in the world and are continuing to greenwash their business practices while directly profiting off of and buyer. Where did I lost my place? They're greenwashing. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. They're continuing to greenwash their business practices. Citibank is the top funder of coal in the United States, and they've contributed $333 billion to fossil fuel projects since 2016. In the United States, they have given $800 million to ConocoPhillips, the company which is behind the Willow Project. An oil drilling project in Alaska. The project has been described as a climate time bomb. And would release 9.2 million metric tons of carbon pollution each year during its 30-year lifespan.
Jesus.
This is quite literally a death sentence, not only for the environment in Alaska surrounding the project, but also the world writ large. In addition to their support of fossil fuel projects, Citi also has strong ties to the Israeli government. Since the 1948 Nakba, the state of Israel has killed thousands of Palestinian men, women, and children, and millions have been displaced through the state's violent campaign of settler colonialism. Citi directly supports this campaign and the ongoing apartheid through its large presence in occupied Palestine and its ties to government leaders. Just as Citi greenwashes its own operations, it also supports the government which greenwashes settler colonialism and which is responsible for environmental destruction in Palestine. Shame! Shame! Citi also supports the newly installed Israeli government, which is widely seen as Jewish supremacists and extremists. Just last month, Citi executives met with Israeli Finance Minister Smotrich, a far-right politician, just days after it called for the destruction of the Palestinian town of Hawara. Through its explicit support for the occupying Israeli government, Citi has illustrated again and again that it will turn a blind eye to the genocide of an entire people if it can make a quick buck. On all of these issues, Citi has illustrated that it will consistently seize the moral high ground to increase its profits. We are here today to show them that we will not allow them to forsake our future and the future of others for their profits. We are here to fight, and we will continue to fight until Citi changes its ways and prioritizes human lives over their profit margins. Thank you.
Thank you, Bella. Thank you for that spirited speech. Give everyone an applause again. So, we New Yorkers, we are loving people, we are kind people, and sometimes people say we are rude, but it's not that we are rude, we just have a little edge to us. Right? Right? Okay, so we have some friends who have flown here to speak to us tonight. One more time, speaking truth to power. So I want you to, when I introduce her, I want you to give her one of the most rambunctious New York welcome. Okay? Our next speaker is going to be Rosetta Ozain. I know I just butchered your name, darling. Please don't kill me. The founder, director, CEO of Vessel Project and the Gulf fossil fuel, no, sorry, do over. The founder, director, CEO of Bustle Project and the Gulf Fossil Finance Coordinator for Texas Campaign for the Environment. Put your hands together, make some noise for Rosetta Good evening, everyone. Thank you all so much for welcoming us so warmly here to the big city of New York. We flew here with one purpose, and that's to urge Citibank to stop funding environmental racism.
That's right.
I live in Louisiana, and I've been there for 20 years. And throughout the 20 years that I've lived there, I have witnessed the Gulf Coast change. I was there for Hurricane Katrina. I was there for Hurricane Rita, Hurricane Harvey, Hurricane Laura, Hurricane Delta, Hurricane Zeta, Hurricane Ida. I was there for the winter storm of 2021. I was there for the Great Flood in May of 2021. I've been there for various tornadoes and floods. I have seen communities that never saw flooding before be taken over by water on a regular rainy day. I have seen fishermen go out to fish and shrimp and not be able to bring back what they would have been able to get 20 years ago. I've seen complete neighborhoods vanish after tornadoes and hurricanes. I have seen communities still trying to pull themselves together here in 2023, looking like developing countries because of these disasters that are climate induced. Who is fueling this disaster along the Gulf Coast? Citibank. Banks like Citibank. Citibank has invested billions of dollars into the fossil fuel industry. This industry has continuously killed communities of color. We are struggling to breathe the air around us. We cannot drink our water. Just 2 weeks ago, communities in southwest Louisiana near Lake Charles had purple water. Yes, purple. There have been communities that have brown water that comes out as thick as mud, yet our elected officials say, oh, it's safe to drink, it's just this color. Who is funding this crisis? Banks like Citibank. If our elected officials who continuously prove that they don't care about us, they don't care about the minorities, they don't care about black, brown, indigenous people of color. And let's face it, if you're out here today, you're here because you're either black, brown, indigenous, a person of color, or you're poor. Yes. And we are the ones who are constantly and continuously made into sacrifices. A long time ago, the United States put us on the back burner and they left us there to burn. Well, guess what? We are tired of burning. Enough is enough. That's right. Citibank, if you want to fund the Gulf Coast, if you want to stay true to your mission of empowering neighborhoods, of having more black, brown, indigenous people open accounts, purchase homes, invest money, then invest into our communities. Invest into renewable energy. Invest into cleaner communities. Invest into hospitals for our communities. Invest into grocery stores for our communities.